Shouldn't we be on the beach right now?
Sitting on the beach, sipping my
You rapping now?
Georgia peach. My Arnie Palmer.
I don't know what you're talking about. Cam and the kids are at Rocky Neck right now.
They're at Rocky
doing
Neck?
their thing. Building some sandcastles, thinking of me, I'm sure.
Thinking of you?
Maybe not.
No.
Maybe not.
No.
It's that time of year.
Yeah, it is. Beach is gonna be packed today.
Beach is gonna be packed. Today would be a good day for sunglasses at the beach,
Yes.
right?
I'm a big believer in sunglasses
At the beach.
at the beach.
Yeah, I think it should. If you're male, it's required.
What are you doing at the beach if you don't have
I'm
sunglasses?
sleeping.
You
I'm
know?
just trying to keep the sun out of my eyes.
Yeah, of course. Sand.
It's funny how the head turns, though.
Yeah, well, you're watching the waves come in.
Yep.
You're
Yep.
watching them go out.
You sure are. Yeah.
So
4th of July, baby.
that's right. It's gonna be a good weekend. Get into it.
Let's do it.
Hi everybody, welcome to Real Estate Raw and Uncut, episode 45. I'm Byron Lazine, joined as always by Tim Gray. We are really pumped about all the feedback, the views, the comments are up. We thank you guys for that, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. Really appreciate everybody who's been following Real Estate Raw and Uncut. We look forward to keep bringing you shows every single Friday. It's July 3rd. Happy America Day. I mean, tomorrow is going to be the big 4th. Everybody's going to have a good
I
weekend.
think it's a bank holiday today, though.
Yeah. Is
Saturday's
it?
gone.
Are you sure?
Not a bank, a state.
State. Okay.
Holiday. Sorry. Although these people keep coming to the bank.
Oh, I mean, trust me, yesterday there was so many people I talked to that are like, hey, I'm off for the weekend. I'm done. Friday, it's all over. I'm not working Friday. So people are enjoying it. They should be. It's a beautiful day here locally. You've got your Maine tee on. You're
Rocking
really
Maine,
repping,
baby.
repping Maine
Just
hard.
came back from Maine.
Yeah, no. Is
So,
that a
great place? I was up there. I beat the rush.
I'm surprised you came back?
I'm back out of work. Got
Gotta
things to
work.
do.
Okay. All right. I thought you were gonna move up there forever.
No.
This week we're gonna just hit you with a really quick topic. We know you guys got better things to do this weekend, so we want to talk about the pros and cons. We've been hammering on social media lately and technology, but we want to talk about the pros and cons with technology in your real estate business, or if you're a consumer and a buyer and seller, how's that affecting your relationship in terms of buying real estate? So which side are you on? Is it helping the business? Is it hurting the business, all this technology? We all know it's not changing. Technology is going to move forward, but what's the pros and cons with that change?
I think if you're somebody that genuinely has the education, the knowledge, the know-how to help a client, and you're utilizing technology so that people can find you, it's great. But what if you're that guy out there that really loves to help people, but you're not on social media or you haven't embraced it?
Too bad, so sad.
That's right.
It's
you're
too
probably
bad,
missing out.
so sad for that individual.
You're probably missing out.
That you refuse to change with the times. I don't feel bad for you if you are that guy or gal out there that's not changing and not getting on social. Now listen, you may have a 30-year business right now and a lot of the old stuff still works, and I'm a big believer in the old stuff because I do it every single day. But if you want to continue to grow over the next 10 years, if you're looking, I've got a 10-year window before I hang it up, well, you're going to lose some business. You're going to have your referral base because you built it, but you're going to lose ground on growing. Say you want to leave your business to your kids and you want to grow it to a place that they can take off with it. Well, you better get up with the times.
Well, I'm thinking from the perspective of the consumer, though.
Yeah,
as well.
okay.
So if even, let's say you've got somebody that's brand new that really doesn't know the business and can't add a ton of value, but's out there and is online and
Right.
is blowing it up.
Yeah.
Well, you as a consumer may go to that person, whereas if
because you're aware of them.
because you're aware of them.
Okay.
But now you've gone next door to the
Yeah.
guy that's been in the business for 25 years that actually could save you a ton of time, money, and frustration. And
Because that person knows the market. They
can add value.
They can add a ton of value, and they can actually help you. I agree with you. Consumers, in a lot of cases, are getting hurt because there are. We see it every single day. If you're an agent following Inman, check out my little article on Inman. But if you're an agent following Inman, you know every single week it seems like there's a new online brokerage.
Yeah.
And the online brokerages are not adding that micro community value to the consumer that wants to buy real estate, because they're just placing you with any agent in their algorithm that.
Well, yeah, but it all comes down to dollars and cents. A lot of these online brokerages aren't necessarily trying to add as much value to the consumer as they possibly can. They see that there's a piece of the pie that's to be had.
Sure.
25%, for example.
Yep.
So if there is an agent that's not taking advantage of social media but wants to pay to become a premier agent on one of these sites, then they're going to pay 25% to get that lead, which may be that may be their way to go.
Right.
But what if they have absolutely no value, but mommy and daddy has given them, a lot of money, and they want to get into this business? Now they're instantly they appear to be at the top of their game on one of these sites, yet they've never done any transactions.
That's
and
right.
Who's hurt on that one?
Well, the consumer gets hurt. Now, I'm a big believer in, I got to phrase this the right way so I don't get slack like you did last week on last week's Raw&Uncut.
Okay. I can take it.
Like, if you're a dummy, you deserve what you get. All right? So if you're a consumer and you're just picking the best deal, like if you're the person out there that grabs every single coupon and Groupon that slaps you in the face, then you deserve to get crap products. I completely believe in that. If you're not doing your homework as the consumer of, okay, here's an individual who has actually sold properties in the last 12 months, and you're just taking this online deal, you deserve what you get.
But here you go. So from the perspective, and I get this all the time, from lenders that are out there, from a specific lender, 27 years, 28 years in the business, can add more value than you recognize. When things start to turn south, go bad, you want this guy on your side, okay? Because he can bail you out, and he will bail you out.
Right.
But a lot of these people are looking at an interest rate and saying, you know what, it's worth the pain for 30 to 60 days to go through somebody that really doesn't know what they're doing if the interest rate is better.
Sure.
Hey, I can get an eighth of a point less, and over a 30-year term, that amounts to roughly $9,500. Right. So, yeah, that's all and well. I think it's fragmenting the industry as a whole.
Yeah. I think it goes back to the people that, because here's the thing, a money savings is a value to you, right? To the consumer. If you save money, that's a value. So that individual, while they may not know the ins and outs and how to protect them in certain situations, they are adding some value by saving them money. That being said, there are so many consumers out there every day, myself being one of them, that will pay more money for the same product all the time. Like, for instance, when I used to live in your hometown, I would never go to any other gas station besides Sunoco because they would come out and pump my gas, and I knew they were 10 cents higher than the one right down the street. But I like the service. I enjoy the service of my gas being pumped because I can answer an email, I can sit on the phone and not get out there and have to pump my gas. That's a service that I'll pay a premium for, and there are a lot of consumers that see value in that service side of the deal.
You're on the service
transaction.
Yeah. I disagree on, and I've learned it the hard way. When you are struggling for money and you need to get a job done, so you buy the wrong power tool or the one that's the cheapest because it'll get that job done.
Right.
It may get that job done, but don't plan on doing 10 jobs.
Right.
And you're going to end up spending far more because you've got to move up and you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
You've got to buy the one that's going to last longer. And with an agent, per se, you're not just getting one transaction. That person's going to add value to you for years and years to come because you know who to go to for a painter. You know who to go to for the plumber. You know who to go to when they need something when it goes wrong with their house. Right. And with that person that's fly by night in the industry for 1, 2, 3, 4 deals in total, they never get to know those people.
Right. And they're not somebody that you can reach out to in 3 years when you're in a dilemma of, I'm relocating. Is it the right time to sell this home? Is it the right time to rent this home? Should I be bringing in a property manager? What should I be doing with this asset? Can you reach out to that person that grabbed that short-term deal 3 years ago?
But you know their answer. What is going to drive the most income into their pocket at that time?
Right.
Not necessarily the consultative approach that we take.
Yeah. And there are agents in every marketplace that are in the mindset that we are, which is very consultative, do the right thing for the client, play the long-term game. I really believe that technology is helping me and my belief system of playing the long game. So I can use social media, I can use some of these CRMs to keep up in touch with people, because I'm always thinking of the long-term game. How can I keep in touch with people and add value throughout the year so that maybe in 10 years, everything that I've added can reciprocate? Because I'm always thinking about my career being, in the future, and I know it's going to come back if I do the right thing now.
Different perspective 10, 15 years ago. You've got these communities that are all intertwined with your doctors, your lawyers, your dentists, your gas attendants, everybody that you see, your insurance people, your real estate agents, all as a community. So if you do a deal within the community, typically you're going to bump into those people again and
Right.
again and again. And I think technology now has given people so many options that you don't feel entitled or like you have to use that person that's
Sure.
local anymore.
Now, but flip it around. If you're the local guy that wants to attack your local market, it's up to you to use Facebook ads and micro target your zip code so that you stay in front of people.
That's right.
So it goes both ways. The consumer has to use technology to their advantage to do the proper due diligence, but it's up to the business owner to also be able to showcase their work and add value using the technology. If you're using it the right way on both ends, I think ultimately, you end up in the same place like we did 20, 30, 50 years ago, where you're using that local professional. I think technology is really going to help us get there with these micro communities. It's just a different way to get there.
So I'm hearing from you again, you're only as good as your weakest link. And if you happen to be the weakest link and you
Right.
are the agent, or you're going to be done.
Absolutely.
You're going to lose out.
Any business, if you're not spending, especially in real estate, at least an hour of your day every single day learning and reaching up, you're going to fail. And whether that's reaching up and learning new technology or just trying to gain best practices from somebody in the top 1% of your industry, my opinion is you're going to fail unless you're a silver spooner. But those guys don't fail.
That's because of a safety net. All right, guys.
So that's it. Episode 45. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Happy
See us
4th.
next week. Definitely get ready for episode 50. We're going to do something really cool there. Happy 4th. Enjoy it with friends and family. You got anything cool you're doing?
I'm always doing something cool. But I can't tell you because I don't have all these people that are going to be stalking me.
That's right. All right, guys. Enjoy it. Have fun. Be safe.